Okay, here we go. We're recording the video that I made. So here we are. This is a program I wrote in VB Express, and it shines an LED at a parabola. So we're going to run the program. Actually, right now I'm going to explain it. So there's some variables down here we're not using right now, and this is a development environment. We hit here to test the program, and up comes the user form. There's default values in there, so we can just draw it without we have to calculate then draw, and we're able to do it without putting any input, so that way it's easier to remember how the program works. Now the light source is at the same point as the focus, and that was what I set the default at. So you can see that when the light source is at the focus, it gives us a parallel light distribution regardless of where the light's coming from. So we're going to clear that. And now the reason I wrote this program is to look at what happens when we move the light source away from the focus. We're going to start by moving in towards the parabola. So we're going to change that to 20, and we're going to hit calculate and draw. Come on, draw. Here's the focus at 25, and we hit draw, and notice that it rotates the light distribution out. What's interesting is I thought it was going to give me a smooth light distribution, but if you actually look at it, the light's converging right around here, and in certain rays converging, and other rays are sort of far apart, and it's really not as predictable as I had thought. So writing this program was actually pretty helpful to see what happens. So we'll turn it to 15. I think we do 15. We clear, we recalculate, and then we draw it. And again, it's even more pronounced now, is where the light converges and then diverges again right there inside the parabola. And just for grins, we're gonna, you can see again, there's we're 15, we're way inside, and we're gonna try it again. We're gonna exaggerate this. I think we're going to go to like 10. So we clear the drawing, we change the light source to 10, we recalculate, and we draw. Now this time there was a flaw in the program. The program only sees one reflection. So these rays that are coming through the wall of the parabola, that's because they've already been reflected once. And the code, you know, when you write your own code, you make mistakes. So the code isn't smart enough right now to do multiple reflections. We could probably fix that, but it really the program does what we wanted it to do. It sort of shows what happens when we move light away from and towards the focus. So we're going to go back to the focus, and again there it is, parallel. So it's all working good, right? Nice. This time we're going to go move outside of the focus. We're going to 30, and you can see the light's coming back on itself a little bit. It's rotating the light around. We're going to go to 35, and we'll hit calculate, draw, and it's, you know, the light's coming back on itself more and more. A little more predictable than when we move the light into the inside of the focus. And at 50, it's just coming back on itself. Again, it seems to be more symmetrical or uniform, where when we moved it inside, it was a little more unpredictable. These variables, again, we did not use them, and these variables we didn't use. These variables here were actually very helpful in when I was trying to understand the code as I was writing it. It told me what each line was doing, line by line, and once I figured it all out, I disabled that because I have multiple lines. And there you go. That's the program.